What you see behind me is the photo right here of a girl who supposedly has disabilities, along with her mother, and now next to it, what she looks like in her prison uniform without the glasses and getup.
Her mom had to have been making her fake her illness all her life. They had done some tests and found out she had a chromosome disorder that was causing all of her functions from developing, her digestive system. And
if she could walk, she knew she could walk.
So when she was with you this whole time, she hasn't had to have a wheelchair?
No. We also know that she can walk without assistance or a wheelchair, and she can do that very well.
Even though I knew I could walk.
You were able to run around?
Pretty much, yes.
And would you forget to get it and run into the kitchen?
There would be times that I'd forget to grab it and then go to walk. And then my mom would catch me and be like, use your walker.
But you knew you could walk?
Yes, sir.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her boyfriend, Nicholas Godijon, are both charged with premeditated murder.
New revelations tonight about the couple arrested in Waukesha County for a brutal murder in Missouri. 12 News' Colleen Henry investigates Gypsy Rose Blanchard's secret Facebook persona, one she worked to keep from the mother she is now accused of killing. Aaliyah Woodmansey grew up with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She's dumbstruck by this week's revelations that the sickly girl she thought was wheelchair-bound is now accused of orchestrating her mother's murder.
I thought I knew these people so well, and come to find out, I have no idea who they are. They are walking, and it's kind of painful because I really thought I was really close to them.
Wisconsin versus Gypsy Blanchard. Prosecutors charged Gypsy Blanchard and Nicholas Godijon of Waukesha County with killing Dee Dee, then posting profane comments about the murder on Facebook. Woodmansey says she and Gypsy secretly communicated on Facebook.
Her mom was very set on Gypsy having the mentality of a 7-year-old and didn't appreciate me talking to Gypsy like someone my age.
Detectives are now investigating if Dee Dee faked her daughter's illness for money. The family got medical airlifts, Disney travel, and free housing over the years because of Gypsy's supposed disabilities. Woodmansey says Gypsy feared her mother would find out she wanted a different life. She used the secret scream name, Emma Rose, and confided her plan to marry Godijon, whom she'd met on a Christian singles site 2 years ago. Quote, he's my soulmate.
Those things were okay for the fairy tales and movies and things like that, but not for Gypsy. Gypsy was her pristine, innocent doll, and she wanted nothing to tarnish that.
Now on Facebook, Gypsy Blanchard wrote that she'd planned to introduce Godijon to her mom back in March. It appears that never happened. Now the couple are under court orders to have no contact. Blanchard has an extradition hearing tomorrow morning. Godijon will be in court in 2 weeks.
When you commit a first-degree murder, you knowingly cause the death of another person after deliberation. Analysis of cell phones provided evidence of numerous text messages between Gypsy Blanchard and Nicholas.
It's relief. At the very beginning of this, there was the question of the death penalty on the table.
Tragic event surrounded by mystery and public deception.
It's relief. At the very beginning of this, there was the question of the death penalty on the table.
How do you kill your own mother? I mean, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be some abuse there. You don't just...
Goes there.
I'm going to kill my mother because I want to be with a boyfriend.
She's a beast. Yeah. She's a beast. She's a beast.
She is potentially dangerous.
Don't turn your back. She might stab you.
The Blanchard scammed many different charities and lied to many different charities across the U.S., including churches and support groups.
Mystery ending in Waukesha County.
It started with a violent murder of a mother in Missouri. Police say they tracked her daughter, who has a disability, and a person of interest here to Big Bend. 12 News' Colleen Henry is live at the Waukesha County Jail, where both are now being questioned. Troy and Waukesha County took them into custody this morning. They're here at the jail now. 12 News has learned that this pair met online. Friends called police yesterday when they spotted this post on the Facebook page Dee Dee Blanchard shared with her 19-year-old daughter, Gypsy Rose. It read, "That expletive is dead." Investigators say they found the mother violently murdered inside their home and Gypsy gone. This morning, the sheriff announced they'd tracked the social media post to Wisconsin.
We have located Gypsy in another state. She is okay. We do have another person of interest in custody.
Friends worried for Gypsy Blanchard, who they say suffers from muscular dystrophy and is wheelchair-bound. Police found her at Charlie Goldhammer's home in Big Bend.
As I know, the SWAT team came this morning, took my wife and I out of here. Something with my stepson. Supposedly, he did something in Missouri, which we don't believe because he went her fine.
Goldhammer's stepson is 25. He says Gypsy Rose was fine and wasn't in a wheelchair.
There's nothing wrong with her.
So she's okay.
Yeah, she walks and talks and does everything fine. I don't really know anything about her except that he's and her were talking to each other online. It's his girlfriend, and he went down there to get her and brought her back up here. That's about all I know.
Now, there are many unanswered questions here tonight. Did the daughter know of her mom's murder? Did she come to Wisconsin willingly? Missouri police are on their way here to interview both of them, and we expect more answers when they're done. In Waukesha County.
So the story behind a couple arrested in Big Bend, this week after authorities say they murdered a woman in Missouri. The story is growing increasingly bizarre.
It turns out Gypsy Blanchard and her mother were in the news before.
Asked him to stab her mother to death so that they could be together.
As the charges against her are detailed, you can hear her sobs.
Stole money from her deceased mother's safe and fled the state of Missouri.
And when she does speak in Waukesha County Court, she sounds like a child.
2103 West Volunteer Way.
But Gypsy Blanchard is an adult. Although authorities aren't sure exactly how old she is, it's likely somewhere between 19 and 23.
I remember my mom had gave me this little glass house, and she said, one day this will be real. And now it finally is.
That's Gypsy 7 years ago, clutching her mother Dee Dee's hand, the woman she's now accused of asking her boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, to stab to death.
It's so easy to live here, and it's so peaceful.
The two were interviewed after Habitat for Humanity built them a handicapped accessible home because of Gypsy's disabilities. They said she was confined to a wheelchair.
We have an awesome bathtub. It's a jacuzzi tub meant for my muscles. And we have a wonderful ramp.
And I want to start off with saying things are not always as they appear.
Authorities say the two were lying. You can see Gypsy for yourself walking into court. Now, along with the investigation into Dee Dee's murder, authorities are also looking into what appears to be a financial scheme.
This is a tragic event surrounded by mystery and public deception.
Alleging Gypsy and her mother lied about Gypsy's health to get money and attention.
It just proves that happy endings are not just in fairy tales. They're real and true in real life also.
According to court documents, both Gypsy and her boyfriend say he stabbed Dee Dee after Gypsy asked him to. Investigators say he then mailed the knife to his Wisconsin home so he would not get caught.
Don't tell me that they're all mad because anybody comes with the receipts. Well, the receipts were given to everybody by none other than Gypsy Rose Blanchard herself. The Gypsy Rose Blanchard agenda. Welcome to the Gypsy Rose Show, everybody. Circa 2015. The agenda. The self-proclaimed Linktree advocate, public figure, celebrity, creator, and influencer. But thank you, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, for giving us the receipts on all of your lies and documenting it for almost 10 years now. You're so wonderful for doing it for everybody. Since we all know that your best friend is not going to be out here educating,